Orlando Magic season preview. This will be shorter than a few of the others I've done lately because I've done a lot on them lately. I did a 15-minute video about how they can get over the hump. You can find that pinned up at top. And then I also had an 8-minute bonus video to that was only on patreon.com/ScoutWithBryan. So in other words, if you're a real Magic junkie, you've already got 23 minutes of really in-depth Magic content you can get to from yours truly, Scout with Bryan, on Twitter, YouTube, the podcast, so on and so forth. But let's do a quick refresher, dive into their preseason film, and show you what exactly we can expect from the Orlando Magic this season. First of all, starting at point guard, Markelle Fultz, phenomenal feel for the game. I am the president of the Markelle Fultz Fan Club. I still absolutely believe in him. I really believe he can still be an all-star in the league. He has gotten much better as a finisher. He is always in attack mode, going full court. He's got a lot of different crafty finishes around the basket, really understands how to use his body, how to manipulate, how to kind of change his pace, good touch, good different finishes, good footwork, good handle, good spin moves. Look at that lefty runner off the glass. He's really gotten a lot more comfortable there. You can see the video up at top I did just on his game last year as well, kind of highlighting how good he still is, how good his floor vision is. Kind of reminds me of Andre Miller, the way he just manipulates his body, gets to his spots, doesn't, rely heavily on the three ball, but just really crafty, understands angles really well, reads plays. And then the three, though, this preseason, I mean, it looks kind of back to normal. Looks not great. It's still set shy. Still shoots it from pretty down low, but certainly looks serviceable, and he's shooting it with a lot of confidence. So, but where he's at his best is when he can really get to his spot in the mid-range, lift up, elevate, kind of use that athleticism to, again, get to where he needs to get to, even if it's a mid-range shot, and score. But if he can extend that even more to three and shoot the ball confidently from three, he's just going to keep getting better. Evan Fournier, Google him. Don't do that. But yes, professional scorer, really, really good. There's no question about that. He can score in 10 million different ways. The preseason just confirmed that even more, that he is locked in, ready to go. You don't have to worry about him. What you do have to worry about a little bit is the starting three position. Is it maybe Dwayne Bacon, who Clifford's familiar with from Charlotte? I don't know. I mean, he's had some flashes. He's been decent in the preseason. He's got decent size. He hasn't shot it great, but is more comfortable, again, getting kind of to his spots in the mid-range, a little old-fashioned game. Certainly not a starting caliber, really, three in the league, but he'll play hard. He'll be in the right spots. He'll do what you ask of him. You just don't really have any chance of doing much more with him as your starting three. Obviously, the injury to Isaac really devastating for them, especially this season and even long term. They also have Terrence Ross, James Ennis, who have been injured in the preseason. Ross is a professional scorer off the bench as well, most likely, though Bacon, I expect, will probably get the starts. Aaron Gordon, don't do this to me again. He just breaks my heart every year. I mean, he comes every time you watch him preseason, watch a few games. I mean, there's something more there. He looks like he can be an all-star. He looks like he has this other level to get to. But then the real games start, and he just kind of is invisible and has 12-point nights and 9-point nights and 3-point nights. I don't know. I mean, if he can do stuff like this on a nightly basis and play with that kind of motor and hit shots and handle the ball in transition and really try to be a go-to scorer, I mean, again, there is more talent there. I'm running out of time to believe it can be unlocked, rightfully so, since this is like the 20th straight year of that, but I don't know. Maybe finally this is the year. Vucevic, like Fournier, again, just great scorer, doesn't really do an amazing job defensively and has some other deficiencies in his game, but Fultz and him have great chemistry. He is probably one of the best, if not the best, pure post scorers in the league today. Shoots the crap out of it from three as well. Throw it to me. Post up. Throw it out. Throw it back in. Repost. Little Will Ferrell turnaround there. Yeah, he is super, super skilled. Again, not the guy you got to worry about. Cole Anthony had some rookie jitters to start preseason. Watching him at first, I kind of didn't see much of the appeal, and got to understand NBA defensive concepts and switching and understanding what you're supposed to do. And he's certainly a shoot first guy, but as he got a little more comfortable, there's something there. I mean, he's can kind of maybe do what DJ Augustine did for them in the past. Not a big creator, doesn't really make a ton of plays for anybody else, but he can get his own shot off. He's got a little bag. He's a crafty finisher. Greg Anthony's son, obviously. He's got a nice stroke from deep. He's a confident player. I don't know. He's got a chance to, at least be a solid backup, score first bench point guard. I just, I'm not super high on his game again because you don't see much of the playmaking abilities or ability to do anything else besides really score for himself right now. But he'll have some exciting moments. He's got a little like Kobe White in him in terms of being a guard that's, very score first. But we'll see. Okiki, last year's first round pick, has got some makings of a solid stroke. He's still working his way back into game shape, and it'll be a process, but he'll get certainly some minutes at backup 4. He can handle a little bit himself in transition and possibly be a floor spacer. There's some talent there. Michael Carter-Williams, honestly, I really do like him. He's great at driving and passing and defending and does a lot of things well. It's just he's like the worst shooter in the NBA besides Ben Simmons. I mean, it's unbelievable. For a guy that everything else is like so solid and fundamental, he cannot hit the backside of a barn. I mean, he is like a 20% three-point shooter. It's bad. It's just really bad. Gary Clark is there too. He's intriguing at least because he's got some good size. He's a good 3-4 defender. But like a lot of guys on the roster, the fatal flaw is kind of the 3-ball. That's really the main issue with this team is just the lack of shooting. Kem Birch is a backup 5 that I like, a high motor guy. Got a little bit of like Christian Wood in him. He's active around the basket. Like him much better than Mo Bamba, who I'm not a fan of, and you can see that in the videos I've done already. Thanks for watching. Make sure you thumb up, subscribe, check out the whole series that's going to end up featuring every team in the NBA.